Hi, I'm Robyn, South African Street Team. How are you guys doing? This is my merchandise video. The idea of this is to share our merchandise, let you know what we've got. There's probably some stuff we've got that maybe you don't have, probably some stuff we don't even know about. I'd love to see your videos, and yeah, you can do the same. Comment, like, subscribe, yada times 2. I've put my stuff in categories. So this is what started it all. This is the Mbop single. It includes Man from Milwaukee, which was the bonus track of the first album. Second single was Where's the Love. The third single was Weird. Now this has I Will Come to You and Speechless on as well. There is another version of I Will Come to You, but that I'll show you just now. This is the official I Will Come to You single. This features an official recorded version of Cried. Now there was an official Christmas I Will Come to You single as well. This has got a couple of songs off Snowed In. And now, although it wasn't an official radio single, Thinking of You was a 5th CD single. There's a bit of confusion about that, whether there were 5 or 4 singles. Think of You wasn't a radio single, it was only a CD single. Second album started with If Only, and I've had a bit of difficulty finding other singles, but I finally managed to get hold of Penny and Me, which was the first single off Underneath, and Lost Without Each Other. Lost Without Each Other the single also features features Misery, which was actually a music video was made for Misery as well. It was a video single. Anyhow, let's move on. These three, Talk, is an unofficial release. This is probably also unofficial then. The Pop View Interviews. This is most certainly unofficial. The Star Profile is awesome. This features about a 100-page booklet, which I actually learned something from. So it's well worth the read. It's also got a huge interview CD. I listened to all of them. I wasn't able to work out if any of the interviews were actually replicated on two of the discs. This was not official. This was a whole bunch of Hanson songs that were put out well after they turned independent. This is kind of like a pride and joy of mine. This is an indie CD sampler, a 3-car garage CD sampler. It's got 8 songs on it. Just to tell you, in addition to 3 Hanson songs, it's got the Pat McGee Band, The Hero Factor, 28 Days, and David Garza. I guess it was then 7 songs. This was the Take the Walk EP, collection of songs, and the proceeds from the sale went to the Krasani Baragwanath Hospital to benefit Take the Walk. Stand Up, Stand Up. It's absolutely awesome. This was released in 2009. and it was the year before Shout It Out came out, of course. It's got a whole bunch of songs off Shout It Out, and the song that was initially going to be the first single of Shout It Out was announced as the first single, and then all changed. The song's called World's on Fire, is on that official release. And this is Roots and Rock and Roll. This was the covers EP that was first talked about back in 2006, and then only ended up being released in 2016 when Hanson got to actually do it. The official CDs, just run through these because most know it. Middle of Nowhere, one the general public would be most common to know. The Christmas album, Snowed In, new Christmas album coming out this year. Three Car Garage was in effect the Mbop independent album, less 3 songs, less Baby You're So Fine, It's Incredible, and the extended mix of Mbop. This was the first live album. This was live from Albertine. Second studio album, this time around. The first release on 3 Car Garage Records was the Underneath acoustic album, followed by the Underneath album. Hanson's Best of Hanson Live and Electric album came out in 2005. The Walk, the 4th studio album, was released in 2008. Shout It Out, the 5th studio album, came out in 2010, and the last studio album that we've got so far was Anthem, came out in 2013. Now Hanson have also put together, each year Hanson come out with a bunch of songs especially for members, and that they put on member kit EPs, and basically 5 songs each year. Well, it's been 5 songs each year since 2010. This was then the 2006 EP. Sorry, 2005. This was the 2006. I haven't got the 2007 sold out. However, I did purchase the MP3 of it. It is well worth the MP3 is well worth it, because it does feature some Take the Walk documentary stuff, about 20 minutes of that stuff. This was the 2008 Members Kit EP. 2009 and 2010 was the last year that just was announced as a yearly EP. Then they start getting names. 2011, Facing the Blank Page. 2012, No Sleep for Banditos. 2013, The Sound of Light. 2014, Music Made for Humans. 2015 was Inside the Box. 2016 was Loud. Now, Loud was actually part of a dual project called Loud Play LP kind of thing. We'll get to that just now. I'm going to keep this aside for the moment, because I have another comment about it. This was this year's EP. This is called In Color, and that's a 2007 member kit EP. Then we have the whole bunch of DVDs. Anthem Deconstructed was basically a bunch of songs kind of played, I'm going to call it acoustic, but yeah, whatever, it was kind of raw. The Walk acoustic live, this is absolutely great. This is Tay's Music Exchange. This was a bunch of songs, 7 songs off the Shout It Out album. Now, this was Play was a public release. Loud was the member kit EP. Now, Play is kind of like to Loud what the Toy Soldier was to the ballerina in the song Soldier. DVDs. Live at the Fillmore. I really like this one. This is Underneath Acoustic Live, which was the DVD that came out with, well, when they came back onto the stage. This features 21 songs. This is Strong Enough to Break. In 2005 came out with, it's basically their DVD of their story about going independent, and it features, in this box features a DVD list, list of demo songs that came out with the. This is Middle of Nowhere Acoustic. This was put out in 2007 to commemorate 10 years since Middle of Nowhere. This was the making of the Anthem CD. This DVD is called Remade in America, and this is Anthem Live in New York. Anthem Live in New York was a collection of 27 songs, and it basically covers Hanson history up until 2013, together with the release of the Anthem album. This is 5 of 5. This was basically a DVD box set of the five nights in a row of concerts covering the 5 studio albums. It's absolutely great. This was the Green Blob. Now, Green Blob came out at Hanson Day in a couple of years back, and yeah, Zach actually released it as a April Fool, and he said, well, the catch is it's only available in Tulsa, and you know what? I made a plan to get hold of it. So, this is the Handcyclopedia Trivia game. This is absolutely wonderful. I actually won this as part of submitting one of the questions. The Shout It Out playing cards comes with 2 packs of cards and 2 Hanson games, Zit and Boomerang. They are really cool. And this was the second release of the Hanson Monopoly game. Chantal and I actually owned this together. It was really cool because they actually put Cape Town on the board. So these actually don't exist anymore. These are or were official members cards. Just run through a couple of them. And these are guitar picks. Now, I don't play guitar anymore, but what's really cool about these is they have Zach, Isaac and Taylor's signatures on them. Right, let's get into books. The official book, Hanson's official book. This was Hanson Live. This was released by Ozone Books. And then I've got a couple of tour books. This was from the Road to Albertine tour. This was the official book from the Underneath tour. This was from the Musical Ride tour. I got Hanson's official activity book. There's some really cool things in here, things about Tulsa one might not actually know. So this is the sheet music from the Shout It Out album. It's really awesome. And lately Hanson started putting out paintings books with their studio albums. This was the 113 paintings of Shout It Out. And these were the paintings from Anthem. The book is called Icon. Hanson have started, in their 21st year, Hanson started doing collections of pictures from yearbook pictures from their weekly pictures, from the newsletters. And this was the first one. That was the second one. This was the third one. And the fourth one should be released in about November this year. These are the picture painting gallery books from Hanson Day. Now, we've only got two because the third one was actually sold out in Tulsa this year. This is an unofficial biography book about Hanson. This was an official Tulsa guide at Hanson Day a couple of years ago. And this was a newspaper clipping from the same year. And I thought it'd probably be good for me just to let you guys know about my book I wrote. It was my personal Hanson project, for Hanson 25 project for this year. And it's called, the book's basically about Hanson biography. It's called In Humbub, 25 Years of Hanson. Like, subscribe. Thanks. Of course, Hanson doesn't come, talking about Hanson does not come apart from mentioning their charity, which is Take the Walk. This is an official poster that's issued with when you purchase a walk house kit. Really sorry about that. It's not, and you get a whole bunch of stickers with it. These can be used as bumper stickers or whatever. I think that's about it. So we'd love to see your videos too. What you mentioned as you've got. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm Robyn. Goodbye.